The other thing we need to test is Blu-ray, to make sure the sound is coming through the TV and to the receiver to put out through the Atmos. So we're going to try The Last Jedi here, and the menu is just doing stereo. So if we look at our app here, it's just doing the front and left. So when we switch to playing the movie, hopefully it'll switch to Atmos. Now we want to start over. Got the copyright stuff. Okay, so it looks like we're still only getting stereo in the front, so it looks like we might have to put the... Maybe I need to configure... I probably need to configure the sound for HDMI 3, so HDMI 4, which is the Blu-ray player, to be a pass-through. So let's work on that. Alright, so we may have a solution here. Let's see if this works. I went to the settings on the Blu-ray player, and it was set on PCM, so I want to try to maybe set it to unprocessed, then maybe it'll pass through properly. So let's try that one. Down sampling. I don't know that we're going to do that. Dynamic range control, okay. I'm going to do surround compatible. Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Alright, so in case there's only 2 channels, we do more. So let's see if this works. I'll exit this. And we'll press play. And see if it comes through better this time. Alright, want to go English. Oh, that's working. So if we look up here on the TV, it shows a Dolby digital surround. And if we look on our app, we now have all the speakers. So let's try playing this for a second, and we'll just see if we can pick up the sound. So, no, we don't want to do that. I guess I probably should have said yes that time. Alright, maybe this solves it. My Blu-ray player was dumbified. It was down configured. That's not very good. All right, I'll cut down the volume here. So you can see we're getting DTS HD plus Neural X, whatever that is. Not sure what that is, but anyway, it's working. So now everything's working and it's great. And I'm going to go watch Star Wars. What could be better? Another setting I forgot to fix when I switched to eARC, because I had problems with lip sync before. Because I remember I was running an optical cable from the TV to my old receiver. So I liked watching a lot of videos on YouTube at increased speed, because it takes too long to watch them. So if you watch this guy talking, you can see that his lip syncing a little bit off. It looks a little bit off, see? So if we go to Info, and we go down to All Settings, And we go to sound, and we go down to additional settings, and we have AV sync adjustment. So I had this turned on because I had problems with lip sync, but now with eARC, lip sync is supposed to be solved, so I'm turning it off. And then we'll go over here, we'll get out of this. We'll go back to this, and you can see that even at 1.25 speed, the lip syncing looks pretty good. So
you're taking up spots for other people who would like to spend a whole day at just one of those parts. So there's a lot of things like that, a lot of complications with it, so it'll be very interesting.
See, you can see his lip syncing is pretty good. So
really opening Pandora's box here.
Anyway, so that's nothing to watch out for. If you've been using lip sync before, adjustments, and you switch to eARC, you shouldn't need it anymore. That's one of the reasons I wanted eARC, is because I didn't want to have to deal with this lip sync because it was never quite right. So, all right, that's another tip. So we have one more thing to test. We're going to test Chromecast. That's where we're using the Chromecast device on the back of the TV to stream things that won't have apps for it. Now, I couldn't find the easiest thing to show whether the sound is working properly is to just use Chromecast to cast Netflix from my iPad rather than using the app. So we could just use the app, but we're going to try it. Just wanted to see if the new receiver works. We're going to start up Chromecast. And we have to get rid of this menu. Okay, so Chromecast is on right now. That's what that G is. So here I've got Netflix on my iPad. And I got my little Chromecast casting thing down here. So I just say Living Room TV. This is Netflix. And I have to hit play. I think it just keeps... Oh, here it goes. I'll just hit play on this next gen movie. So casting the TV. Look at our app here. Right now it's showing stereo, but as soon as the movie starts, it'll switch to Dolby Digital Plus surround sound. And all the speakers are working. There's no sound coming from the screen right now, which is annoying, but it should come on in a second here. All this intro stuff here. There it goes. Alright, so that means that all three modes of our home theater system are working. Both streaming directly to the TV, streaming or playing from Blu-ray discs directly into the TV, and Chromecast directly into the TV, and then the TV using eARC is sending the sound to our new Denon 4700 receiver, and we're getting the maximum we can get right now as far as Dolby Digital. Alright, that's a success. Here's the wireless headphones I'm using, the Sennheiser RS-175. So they sit up on top next to the center speaker, and they just charge in place. They have built-in batteries, and then every time you take them off, you push this button down here and pair them on Bluetooth. So. And then when I want to use them, I just plug it in the front of the receiver. That's the simplest. Like I said on another video, I tried using zones to have speakers on different zones, or headphones rather, but it's too complicated. This is simple. You just plug it in, speakers are off, headphones are on. So that's it. So originally I was using those when I was working around inside the house, like doing the dishes or whatever. Listen to news programs or talk shows or whatever. I didn't really need to watch the TV, but the range really isn't as good as I thought it might be. It says, 300 feet, 250 or 300 feet or something, but through all the walls, it really doesn't work that great. So instead what I use now is we have Hulu Live TV. So I just use my phone, which is what's taking this video right now, to listen to that streaming right on my phone. I just have my wireless earbuds to listen to things. So that's my solution to wireless.